Ooh, I keep judging the court. I could be a leader, ruling over nations. All about the world, I get the woman. There's no strong voice. This I can touch it the wild, a beautiful voice. There's one I get the woman. There's one strong voice. This the spirit of wisdom is calling, and the voice of unity must answer. Today is woman. Today is woman. Good afternoon, good evening. It's Tuesday evening. This is Second Thought Reimagine. I have no copyright. I have copyright to this music I just play, so I'm not sure where Facebook is blocking it. I paid for this music to be produced. Originally it belonged to me. I paid for it, and it was made actually in Ghana. I'm here today. I'm about to play a video. Bush, W. Bush inaugural speech is what I'm about to play. I own no copyright to that. Is history. I like to speak to that, so that's why I want to play it so we can learn a little bit. All right. So let me go ahead and play this. Hopefully we learn something from it. Hopefully you don't like me.
Have come before me, and a story we continue, but whose end we will not see. It is a story of a new world that became a friend and liberator of the old. The story of a slave-holding society that became a servant of freedom. The story of a power that went into the world to protect but not possess, to defend but not to conquer. It is the American story, a story of flawed and fallible people, united across the generations by grand and enduring ideals. The grandest of these ideals is an unfolding American promise that everyone belongs, that everyone deserves a chance, that no insignificant person was ever born. Americans are called to enact this promise in our lives and in our law, and sometimes delayed. We must follow no other course. Through much of the last century, America's faith in freedom and democracy was a rock in a raging sea. Now it is a seed upon the wind, taking root in many nations. Our democratic faith is more than the creed of our country. It is the inborn hope of our humanity, an ideal we carry but do not own, a trust we bear and pass along. And even after nearly 225 years, we have a long way yet to travel.
I'm going to stop here. I'm going to leave it right here. Yeah, you can call me and we can talk. Okay, I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to come back to that story. And charging the nation, charging the people. So I'm going to come back to that story, and I'm bringing this here because this is to say that yes, this nation called America, this nation, All right. We are in election times. And to, to amplify that, when man makes up his mind, anything is possible. I love when George Bush said, a nation of slave owner that became the beacon of hope. And that no one here, no insignificant human were ever born. And that's what I love about this country. She's not perfect, but she's a work in process. She's not perfect. She took in somebody like me, no mother, no father, barely in my adulthood. And wherever were planted into me, held me down. Yeah. How are you gonna call me? You cannot call me right now. I'm live. You're watching me live. You can't call me now, dear. You can call me later, but you can't call me now unless you want to talk on Facebook. If you want to talk on Facebook, then you have to call my number. But you can't call because I'm using the same platform to talk. Okay. Um, I played Ronald Reagan last speech the other day. I live here, born in Liberia, raised in Liberia, spent all my adult years here. My values, most of it was shaped here also. Ethics, some level of morality, and all of that. Now, hey Kotoma, hey the Sion. Let me bring this to all of you. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, not too long ago, I was listening to a video in Grand Bassa County where the kickball team was talking about how the government allocated $750 as a budget. $750. You see, when I can make some time, the other day I came here and I posted a picture of one county here in Georgia, their budget. In fact, I posted Georgia budget, then I posted Gwinnett County budget. And to say the least, Georgia priority number one is education, because that's where most of the money go. In the United States, children under 18, it's illegal for them to be out of school. They must be in school. When you are not, because the government provides the education, the resources for your children to be educated. If your child is not in school, you will be in trouble. You will get to go to court. You may get arrested. Okay. And I'm going somewhere with this. Hey, Lufa. I'm going somewhere with this. You know, I was reading a post not too long ago on a page. And I was reading, where did I put it? I need to see it. Where they brought in Liberia, and let me make sure I got friends and little sisters and brothers that are Ghanaians. I want you to understand that. Have absolutely no problem with Ghanaians. But when you are in a country where you got 90% unemployment, where you have Liberian graduating from school left and right, there is a witnessing. Liberia is witnessing a pattern where pattern is something that is starting. Okay, where those in power overlook qualified young Liberians and instead bring in foreign nationals claiming to be professionals. The latest incident involved Money Captain, Liberian Electricity Corporation leader, recruiting Kwame, I don't know, Papim, Papa, I don't know, but it's KPEN, a Ghanaian national claiming an MSc in energy. Okay, somebody alleged, okay, now makes $26,655. Even our engineers in consultancy, okay, 26,000. This is monthly, okay. LEC claim he acquired energy education, which subsequently qualifies him to work at LEC as a consultant. The business school just replied to our inquiry, said they don't offer MSc. I also saw the education minister listing that Morocco is partnering with Liberia for Liberian to go to Morocco to go to school. In the last 7 years, I have sat on this platform. Lofa Julia is here. And Yaseni Martin Peye, I have raised funds, okay? Raised in Morocco. The last one we did, it was me. What's the gentleman on our radio name? And a lot of other people. We have to come on platforms. Children were sleeping. Okay, the students were sleeping in front of Liberian MSc. Last year again, in India, Liberians were calling left and right. They're stuck in the street. The bill weren't being paid. All right. So can you please do something? What is this? I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting all of these inboxes. Okay. So you have iron ore, you have diamonds, you have timber, you have sand, you have rainfall, you have soil, you have land. They built a railroad or railway that passed straight from Nima to Buchanan into the sea. No second phase, no third job. The people don't give a fig. You brought them back in the name of rescue. What was your expectation? What was your hope? When you talk about rescue, what do you think about it? And then it brings me to this. And then there's something here that I can put my hand on it. How in hell can you have one person as the world is changing? We're in renewal, the age of. You got a gentleman, antiquated, from Torba Day to Do Day to Ellen Day in the same position. Nothing changing, but they are just there, placeholders. And this is that money capping alone. I ain't got no problem with Mr. Capping. I just want you to say, I'm saying this. There are younger kids out there who are cross stream. Why is Liberia not investing in engineers? You are paying one person from Ghana, even if they were in Liberia, $26,000 a month for consultancy. I say here in America, maybe you were an aeronautic working on a marine ship where the plane can dock. Even at that, they will not pay you because you'll be working for the government. That's service to the people. They will not pay you that kind of money. Maybe you're working for Zuckerberg and you have a patent to your name. You own something that you created. Or you're working for Coca-Cola, that you have invented something, you have a patent to your name. Maybe they will pay you that. But in a poor country, I heard our president the other day. I heard him the other day at a compact place speaking how Liberia was poor. Okay? How Liberia is paying 12% interest on loans that they're suffering. How in hell, I'm sorry, can a poor country that got 90 some more percent unemployment paid somebody? You don't have electricity. You're rationing electricity. You're charging people exorbitantly. Most Liberians cannot afford electricity. You know, I see people right there, I know they're going for people and say, oh, air conditioning is the cheapest thing. That's a lie. It's not the cheapest thing in Liberia. I was in Liberia a year ago, the beginning of the year, and a friend of ours gave us her apartment. It didn't have air conditioning. We decided we'll condition. Number one, the people who sell the air condition is monopolists, Lebanese people. They will tell you, you go, you live from here, you go, you will not get air conditioning. This is the only place that you can find it. And so it was. Then they have their own people that can install it. We pay $100 for electricity to put the air conditioner on. In less than an hour, that $100 will go on. I know that because I experienced that. You go to Liberia, they say if you get $100 a minute, it's unlimited. 3 days later, you go back and tell them what happened. You don't even know your minute finished. They say that the way you use it, you say unlimited. Talk, text, data. You say unlimited. Unlimited means where I come from. I can talk all I want. I can write all I want. I can live stream all I want with data. It does not finish to the end of the month. That deception. So everything is literally monopolized. No nation, absolutely no nation, okay, that does not welcome or encourage competition, develop competition, draft talents. If you do not encourage talents or competition, those with talents will die because it will be discouraged. And this is what happened in Liberia. I hear that a gentleman who is a commerce graduated whereas he was not in the school. And everyone is bullying this man. They're going for him. This is the part I come to say. There's a cost. So let's get it. This is a grown man. This is a man who has served as a city mayor before. This is not somebody who is in a big position. Then the question that begs an answer is, okay, let's say he should not be there. But let's find the background information. 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we saw Jefferson Koji graduating. LU children protested and said he had not been in the school. In fact, at one point he was suspended. How did he enter in the school? I didn't see them revoked the degree. Another year later, and I'm sure because these people are in the limelight, because they're in position and people know them because of that. But how about all the other people that are going through the current? It speaks to the country, how rotten the nation is and how rotten the school is, that your school has no credibility. So let's start with the school. Let's start with the provost. Let's start with the president. Let's start with the people who collect records, who are in charge of records. There should be layers. Okay? When they say the board of trustee and here, and the faculty, okay, have conferred, that should be true. So when they say they have done so, they lie. But we all running back. You see, Liberians are always looking for where the soul is. We're not looking for the cost of the soul that is eating the boon of this person or boon of the nation. We're not looking for the cost. We're not looking for the foundational problem that is killing us. We're just looking at the symptom, and that's what we are doing. Then I asked the question. So this man was sitting mayor. Based on what did he qualify to be a sitting mayor? So all of this information, you need to bring it together. I see plenty of the new government graduating, getting the first degree, but they're minister. Now that's why Liberia does not function. And I feel most of them, they're in a ministerial position because choir system, patronage. They have friends, they have family who are in the position of power, and they give them the power. And you anticipate Liberia is going to change. Liberia is not going to change. It behooves all of us as Liberians to stand up. But I wanted to play a certain part of this, George Bush, where he's talking about your role as citizen. I'm here for 1 hour, folks, and that's it. Okay. We are getting ready to go live. Most part of in Grand Bassa, maybe 5 different counties, and the one in Nimba. I didn't hear from them today. But it is what it is. I'm getting myself together. I know before the next year, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna build my own radio station. I will work on that. I really need it. We need it to educate our people, and not just politically bring them to speed, but to use it as a channel of awakening our people so they know the roles and responsibility, so they know what they need to do. Okay? So I see today I spoke with a journalist in Nimba who were telling me how the people appointed in, and I just told you the other day, I pulled a gentleman up who were harassed, beaten, handcuffed, taken to jail, and were beaten while I was in jail. And these are the people who are supposed to be protecting the border of drugs from coming in, but they're harassing the citizens, stealing their equipment, taking their phone from them, beating them, human rights abuse. But let me let you know, we will start documenting y'all. Some of y'all, and this is what killed a lot of people during the war. Okay? You forget that government goes and government comes. You forget that everything has time. But the thing is, they're brave things because we keep going back to them. Okay? We keep going back. So then the question again I'm asking, what were you told that you went back to? What did you go back to? So then let's ask the question. Okay? We are still begging as we did before. People are dying like they did before. The people just not talking because most people are embarrassed. All right? Dead body have been found almost everywhere. Okay? You still got the rebels running around town. You got the leaders that's supposed to be there to serve the people are stealing every penny that they can steal. Okay? You have a pro tem in Liberia making millions of dollars, getting on the plane, getting $10,000 a day. Okay? So then talk to us. What did they rescue? Okay? What did we do? You are coming to the free world to tell them your people are suffering. You're poor. But you're paying the people, your lawmaker make more money than my lawmakers. We're over $6 trillion in budget. With a GDP of almost what? 20 some more trillion. But then you're telling the world you're poor. You're telling the world you're poor, that they should come to your rescue. You got $100,000 credit line. Okay? You you took over 9 months ago. You have traveled more than 9 times, more than 9 countries. All right? America got 50 countries put together. You've been here maybe 5 times already. We're over 50 people. Entourage. Imagine you are paying $2,500 for ticket. Some of your people they're in first class, $5,000 and $6,000. You calculate that. Hey, mom, you calculate that. And then you're running around singing song. I saw the man rogue today, the one with no moral, who can keep her own appearance up from married men, showing off in New York. That the kind of nation you want to be, that the kind of example you want for your children. And bro was saying Senegalese boyfriend. You got Salisa Dipa, they didn't get job. Louis Creighton, then in America, coaching American children. But you bring them to be ambassador for youth. Hey, Curtis. That's a shame. The nation that does not prioritize its people and does not put its children first, that nation is a failed nation. Pape Boaka. I know I heard a lot of people told me 2 months ago in July. Oh, yeah, Cindy, you saw I was gonna slow down. Oh, man, start talking. The Pape coming make some changes. Pape, it's time to make changes. Changes required right now. You need to reshuffle. Those people need to go. I mean, I want people to go out there and defend. The last I checked, yes, after, I mean, it's my guy in the day, but Liberia come first when it comes. All right, I remember he's so rich to the point that when Mr. Cummings had that small business expo, he was one of those people who put a knee in the hand. In fact, he won the $10,000 to revamp his business before he was struggling. And this is one of the reasons why they took time to declare their assets. And because they know even they declare their assets, nobody will verify it. And come on and say he being rich. You were rich. So why didn't you say you rich corner? I mean, we're working for Commerce before as an assistant minister. And that's why he wanted to go back there. All the millionaires that I know in America who got their businesses, business tycoon, they don't want to work for government because they don't want to mix them. They don't want to co-mingle the funds. Zuckerberg not looking for government job because government goes to him to find the idea how to change the economy. And gave him tax credit for it. Bill Gates not looking to work for government. He does the same. Jeff Bezos not looking for government job. So if, I mean, you are one of Jeff Bezos, why did you go to government job? Yeah, I had a Suburban before. My nephew ran it into the people mall. Thank God it was Suburban because he would have been in another car, maybe he would have been killed. Okay, but it was my money and I didn't pay cash down. That's what I wanted when my kids were young because we live on the interstate and I wanted, because it's a big car, it's balanced. Number one, I had a question Suburban because that's where the US Embassy used to drive when my mother worked there. That's where they used to come in. I was young. I just did, and I wanted to have it, so I did. But that was my money that I worked for. It was not a poor country money that begs to get advanced. Liberian women are dying every day. In your city, you're washing. And you're one people. I hear like great worker, oh, the person must show up. Oh, the hero must show up. Who want to die for y'all? How about some of y'all stand up for yourselves? Some of us were threatened. People were threatening me. I see, before sedition will come, we will kill you. What kind of curse I receive? So I still got some in my inbox. So now every time I go and look, and I say, I wish George Weah had just listened. I wish George Weah had just listened to some of the stupid things some of us were saying. They're listening to his choir, the mass choir. Well, they never saw the wrong. What did we go back to? What did we rescue? Who did we rescue? What did we rescue? Does anybody know what we rescue? School open. Parents can't send their children to school. Now, I'm going to veer off a little bit and I'm going to go to American politics. You're still not in Liberia. Those of you who supporting Donald Trump, he told you he will deport all the black people and all the foreigners in the country, that white people will stay in the country. Maybe he will even try to find a place to send the Indian people who land the stole and the murder to get there. Those of you who planning to come to America to play visa lottery, just hang it up. Okay, just hang it up. Well, I know in this country, When a black man smoke weed, he can go to jail. But a billionaire can commit all the crimes. Valid. Something though, if America vote this way, it says, well, I'll call you back. I will call you when I finish. It will send a sound wave. It will break everything that says or serve as an example around the world. But it will be out this weekend. So I learned a meeting that was held in Staten Island. People were not allowed to ask questions. So people went with there for hours. My papa showed up. Only 7 questions were asked. Only 7 people were allowed to ask questions. So you submit your question and they go. That ain't on a damn freaking town hall. But today, I got plenty of work to do. We're going to be consistent. We'll be here Thursday evening. We're getting things together so we can be on the radio back home. I'm trying to get some of the team back on here. And again, if you're in Liberia or if you're here, I am looking for a committee reporter. And if you're a journalist or aspiring journalist, let me say to you upfront, I would not buy nobody phone because that's the first thing somebody asks you. I will not buy nobody phone. I will not buy anybody tripod. You will have your own equipment. You will have all of these things because I'm not spending my money just for you to take it, then go work for somebody else. The next thing you disappear because that's how you can do. The whole damn country is dishonest. We teach our children to be dishonest because we ourselves are dishonest. So the children are dishonest. Then we say, oh, you can't trust anybody. Monkey see, monkey do. People don't, Liberia is not corrupt because they went into government. They were corrupt from their home because the homes are corrupt. Confucius says the strength of the nation depends on the integrity of the home. If the home have no integrity, you can't anticipate integrity from the children. It's not possible. You can't have grown people, they get on stand, they lie on an oath, and you anticipate the young people who are trying to survive, we're going to be honest. It will take everything inside of them to step away from the norm to do what is right and what is just. You live in a country where the killers get rewarded for killing our people and they become the law and the gospel. But the one struggling, to be honest. You live in a country where if a child steals because he's hungry or because she's hungry, get beaten almost to death. But the leaders of the nation can raid the whole bank, make a bank go corrupt, take the resources to their houses, party all night long, sleep with little girls and little boys outside of their relationship, their marriage. And you guys are fine with that. And when you tell you're come cussing. I see so many people that used to be on their Facebook cussing George Weah. Today they are backing the same thing. But as always said, what I've learned about Liberian people, about us, where we want to be when others are there, we condemn it, we condemn them. The only thing that we're condemning is not because they're doing bad. Even if they're doing bad, we're not seeing the bad because it is bad. We're seeing it because we're not the one who are doing the bad. We're not the one who are benefiting. That is the biggest problem that we have as Liberians. Okay? That's the biggest problem we have. So, I know people want to hear, there's a story now going on in Sierra Leone. A plane was stopped in Sierra Leone that a plane landed in Sierra Leone. The plane said they came from Liberia. It's a 6-seater plane. The registered, Sierra Leone people arrested it. and they say they pay them $20,000 each to come. Spanish national on there. All right, you'll go see it on front page Africa. Somebody with Spanish passport and Mexican nationals. All right, so they were arrested and said they came from Liberia at the airport in Sierra Leone. Ami Modad seeking party protection. Ami Modad need to explain to the Liberian people where he got the money from. And Pape Boaka needs to reshuffle if at all he want to leave anything. Now, I also learned there's a group of people in Liberia to investigate the War and Economic Crimes Court. Let me explain to Liberian people why I do want the War and Economic Crimes Court. I want equitable. They can say, we say equitable. Liberian people say equitable. Equitable justice. I don't want a justice where people are lied on. That's what killed a lot of people during the war. I do. I've worked literally all my adult life, 30 some more years in this country seeking justice. Putting everything on the line, my money, my time, my health. The majority of the people that I'm talking to is all about the money. People will not be railroaded. We will not have that. That people will railroad anyone. Justice must be blind. The skill must be balanced. The sword must be justifiable. That said, I'm going to go ahead and finish up with Mr. Bush's speech. I'm going to finish Mr. Bush video. Hopefully I am not blocked. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Has never been united by blood or birth or soil and
Again,
opportunity.
I have no copyright to this video.
I know this was in our reach because we are guided by a power larger than ourselves, who creates us equal in his image. And we are confident in principles that unite and lead us onward. America has never been united by blood or birth or soil. We are bound by ideals that move us beyond, teach us what it means to be citizens. Every ideals makes our country more, not less American.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks
and you have no copyright to that. When your country is first, okay? Did you hear that? Live by ideals, okay? Hey, George. All right?
Today, we affirm a new commitment to live out our nation's promise through civility, courage, compassion, and character. America at its best matches a commitment to principle with a concern for civility. A civil society demands from each of us goodwill and respect, fair dealing, and forgiveness. Some seem to believe that our politics can afford to be petty because in a time of peace, the stakes of our debates appear small. But the stakes for America are never small. If our country does not lead the cause of freedom, it will not be led. If we do not turn the hearts of children toward knowledge and character, we will lose their gifts and undermine their idealism. If we permit our economy to drift and decline, the vulnerable will suffer most. We must live up to the calling we share. Civility is not a tactic. Or a sentiment. If we keep it, is a way to shared accomplishment. Our national courage has been clear in times of depression and war, when defeating common dangers defined our common good. Now we must choose if the example of our fathers and mothers will inspire us or condemn us. We must show courage in a time of blessing by confronting problems instead of passing them on to future generations.
You hear it? You hear it?
Together we will reclaim America's schools.
You hear it? You hear it? Your own people then can pass it on to the next generation. They don't know how to confront it. They don't have to fix it. They just add up to it. When you talk, they say, and the people who came before did it, and Peter did it, and John did it. If we must change, Liberia must change our mentality, the way we think, the way we've done stuff, the way we've done, the way we treat each other, the way we treat our children, the way we see our country. How do you go? I mean, Liberians that are qualified to run NEC, LEC, then what your schools are for? Why are you training people? Why are you not giving incentive for engineers? Why will you pay government official $100,000, $200,000 a year in a country with less than $1 billion in budget, less than $700 in GDP per capita? Well, over 300,000 Liberians, 3.5 million Liberians live below the poverty line on less than $2 a day. Well, over 300,000 Liberian young people are addicted to drugs due to lack of job and lack of hope. How do we fix that? Thank you, Paul. The moment I get, I'm calling you, Omen. All right? So the mindset. You brought them back in the name of rescue. Now let's ask everyone to rescue. I'm not here to insult anyone. I want answer. I want a way forward. I want a strategy that can help us move Liberia forward. You got Liberian businesses all around the world that we could tap into. But no, because if you call a Liberian person who has a business and you deal with them, they may not want to change and cheat their nation. So you rather go to the Lebanese man. You rather go to the Indian man. But guess what? If you go to the Liberian man, 80% of that money will stay in Liberia. It develops your nation. It goes into economy. That Liberian man will hire other Liberians. That's how you empower your nation, small businesses. Some of you who out there, Google American businesses, how many of the businesses in the country that hire, what a percentage of them, that small businesses hire majority of the people. You know, I listened to Leo Johnson the other day, and it was profound. I mean, I don't agree with everything that Leo said at times. He's young, he's brilliant, his heart is in the right place. Okay. And he may say the same about me. Yeah, I was in Liberia when Freeport was closed, when the border was closed. We still found food to eat. In fact, Liberia has sanctioned to Liberia in 1995. No, 95, yes. People were partying in the street. Although my mama said, don't come here, child, still here. Yeah. In fact, I went to Liberia that year, 1995. George, we were in Liberia, we were at, what do you call it? Holiday Inn Hotel, having party with some friends. My aunt used to DJ, yes. My mom's little sister used to DJ. She's like, let's go to, it was next door to, I think, Amazon, Holiday Inn. We went, the people partying. She said, let's go and then we'll talk to George. I'm like, no, I don't talk to celebrity. She's like, what's wrong with you? You're coming from America, you'll be acting big about it. I don't talk to celebrity. And I don't. A lot of people don't. Listen, I had a friend who was married to somebody really big at the time, earlier on, my earlier mid-20s, and the family had business. So we used to get a lot of tickets to go to concert, and we have the what do you call it, backstage passes, and give it to us. And every time we go, she would ask me, yeah, let's go to the back. I'm like, no. It's just something. One day she came, that time Howard Hewitt was still big. The one who sing, I want to thank the Lord for one more chance to raise my voice and sing a song or sing a praise. And we're back there, and she goes, let's go. We got a backstage pass. And I'm saying, we were dressed up, we were jumping, and we were young, brown skin, pretty hair. I used to wear my hair really short, yeah, with texturizer, looking really fly. And she's like, let's go back. So they sent somebody to come, whispering my friend ear to go. I told her, I'm not coming. I'll wait outside and listen for her. So she got to the door. She's like, if you don't go, I'm not going. She got really pissed at me. She's like, why you be acting this way? Why you come back? You don't want to do this. Nope, I didn't. I did not. So I'm not big about it. And I told her, they are celebrating because I bought ticket to come and see them. If nobody bought ticket, they must will be the same. So I'm not going backstage to go talk to anybody. I don't know what they do backstage. I did not. Never have. Never. It's not a biggie for me. Other people. So the point I'm making is, market was still going. If you close the Freeport, Liberia will survive. If you close the borders, we'll live within our means. So the economy of Liberia is driven by the market women. The people from Zone 2, the people from Putu, the people from Kanreke, Butu, Yahweh Mesno, all of those places. When our old man go all the way to Grand Jida to get meat to come bring it to the market. When our people then go to Cape Man, to the beach to get fish. How it works. We brought people in. to suck the country dry. Then you leave and come out to tell we are poor. We are not poor. Our mind is poor. Somebody posted a picture on Facebook that the borrowers, the stomach big, and the people they borrowing from, the stomach flat. That's the problem. Folks, we are where we are based on our mindset. When we change our mindset, when we decide to be citizens, then we will be citizens. I will talk to you later. Actually, I have one more video. This particular video right here, my papi Nana Adu. My papi Nana Adu. For his speech to his people. For his speech to his people. Give me 1 second. Somebody calling here. I gotta do this. I want you to listen. And it will be the last thing that I'm gonna write. So I used to pray until you hate me, but prove me wrong. Hate me, but prove me wrong. Do what is right by Liberian. So I can be wrong. I want to be wrong so I can apologize to you. Pape Bwaka, I'm in the same place. I want to be wrong so I can apologize to you. It's time to reshuffle. Those people are not there for the Liberian people. The money they stole the first time, it finished. They're coming back. Yes. I mean, but that telling all he's a multi-millionaire. How did he build a business? Where he got his money from? What family he came from? What businesses have he built? We want to see his incubator, where he started from. Talk to us. Convince me. Oh man, you're a brother. I have nothing against you. Me, I just want to know, when it comes to Liberia, I don't care about anybody. Okay? So talk to us, Ami. The last I checked, you're a millionaire. But when Mr. Cummings was doing that small business incubator to help elevate small businesses, you put your knee in the heart. You didn't get a chance to people with small businesses. If you're a multi-millionaire, why then did you put your name in the hat? Hey, you luscious. You're telling us you got this, you got that. We are not talking about what you have or what you had. All right? You have all of that, but you were working at Commerce before as deputy assistant minister. And you wanted to go there. And you're there. And all of these things are popping up. Me, now what I won't know. Yeah, that's all I want to know. So instead of asking people to come defend you, and also Liberians, instead of you sitting there and talk, it's time for you to stand up. The Kenya children did it. People cannot take your jobs and give it to foreigner while you're suffering. You'll go to school, you'll get education. You'll stand up. Until you learn to stand up for yourself, ain't nobody coming, put the name on the line, the neck on the line for you. You know the tiger is out there. Who you waiting for to tie the tiger for you? If you start getting out and the sound of your feet start coming, maybe the tiger might just run or it might surrender. But you can't always be waiting for heroes and heroines. It does not work. You can always be looking for heroes and heroines. All right. So you need to find a way. All right. You need to find a way. I'm gonna play this. I'm playing this in good faith. I'm not playing it to mock Nana Adu. But this is Nana Adu used this. He used this when he was elected to talk to the Ghanaian people. So I'm not the one that will playing it. He used this to speak to the Ghanaians at his inaugural, um, how you call it? Okay, where am I? I want to see if I can play that, then I will go. Okay. I do right here. What is that? What am I here 2 days ago? I'm not doing 2 days ago. I just did that. This is Mr. George Bush. All right. I didn't do this. Now give me 1 second until I put it up here. All right. No, you don't like the topic because I'm not cussing, I'm not screaming, I'm not carrying on. No, I'm not cussing. I don't use profanity. I'm looking for solution for Liberia. The goal is to find solution. Again, we're getting ready to get on it there and getting prepared for we have our own think about having our own station that is to go. So that's what I'm interested in. Why this not coming up? Why my stuff delay? All right, it's not letting me come out. It's not doing that. I am doing this. I'm seeing Papi Boaga here, just coming up. Okay. Okay. It is here on the George Bush. Yeah, I got it here. It's on my page. Why is it not? It's acting up. All right. Too much post. Nope. That's not it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close since I can't seem to pull it, but it's on my wall. So you guys can go there and look at it. And let me plead again with Papi Boaga. Papi Boaga, please, I want to be wrong. Please prove me wrong. Please reshuffle. Please the salary. Those who want to come to Liberia to work, make sure the salary is reduced. Make sure the TOR, you know, what's funny is when I took over in the Liberian community here, they had titles in office with no TOR. We took the time when I was elected to my inauguration and created TOR for all of the position that they had. Communication, secretary, treasurer, financial secretary. We created all of that to make sure there was a turn of reference. That's what you need to do. Liberia needs to sit down and they need to have a way of assessing performance or performances so they can know if the people are working, if they're delivering. You can't have people working and getting huge pay. In fact, sucking the country dry. All right? But no deliverables. You can't check what they are doing. That is the problem. That is a serious problem. I am tired. I've been at work all day. It's 8 p.m. I'm going to call it a day. That's my dog. So I'm gonna end up where um, George Bush.
Before ignorance and apathy claim more young lives. We will reform Social Security and Medicare. And we will reduce taxes and reward the effort and enterprise. We will build our defenses beyond challenge, lest weakness invite challenge. We will confront weapons of mass destruction so that a new century is spared new horrors. The enemies of liberty in our country should make no mistake. America remains engaged in the world by history and by choice, shaping a balance of power that favors freedom. We will defend our allies and our interests. We will show purpose without arrogance. We will meet aggression and bad faith with resolve and strength. And to all nations, we will speak for the values that gave our nation birth.
What value will you protect? What value gave your nation birth? What value? Do we have any? Again, it goes to mindset. Take us to the place where the nation was founded. Take us to the place where hope was on the horizon. Take us to the place that the talk was about reuniting with our brothers and sisters. Take us to the place where we can build a nation for generations to come that will be proud. Take us to the place where we are proud to show our passport around the world. Take us to the place, or create a place where our children are respected in the community of nations. Take us to a place where meritocracy is the order of the day. Take us to a place where hard work yield reward and results. All right, take us to that place. That's where the rescue was about. Changing course, changing lives, re-strategizing, new direction. That's where Liberia needs to head. Mr. President, find us a light that we can follow and that will take us to that place that we're proud as a nation, that no child is left behind, that no child have to steal to eat, that no woman can be grabbed in the street, raped in broad daylight in a marketplace and nothing happens. That so-called friends can take their friend and kill them in cold blood and nothing happens. Take us to the place where every Liberian life has a value. A value that cannot be bought. Because every time one of us is diminished, all of us are diminished. Every time a girl is raped, all of the women in Liberia are diminished. Every time one brown boy is killed, all of us are diminished. Life becomes less valuable. Take us to that place. I'm trying to stay as positive as I can be. We'll talk on Thursday. And we will not be merciful on Thursday. Join us 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.